All right. Starting this live broadcast. I welcome you, holy ones. And yes, you are holy. Recognizing, referring to your higher undistorted self, your higher Christos self. Let me connect this higher or closer. This is another transmission of spirit. Thank you for spending your Saturday with me, with us, with the team. Team Indigo, Vatos, what's up? Yes, got it going on. Do you feel it? Are you ready? Are you preparing yourself? Machiwa. I want to make sure you can hear me, see me. This is there's one more light. Let me turn this light on. I thought it was on, sorry. Hopefully that will be a little bit better. Let me slide back in. All right. Yeah, I think that was a little bit better. Okay. Make sure my family, familia, star vatos coming on in. UTD in the house already right away. What's up, Starseeds? Brandy's smooth. I gotta make sure my eyes smooth. Hello, holy one. Celine, sister, big hugs. Lovely to see you all. Sarah Holder, Thomas. Oh, Oregon in the house. Matthew, Cecilia. Much love, Indigo family. And you guys know that's reference to Indigo children, Starseeds, Lightworkers, Empaths, Nixonite. Hello, holy one. I'm also happy to see you guys. I missed you. This is part of our communion. This is where we come together, yes, and represent these codes, share these codes, express these codes in chat and with each other. And please, you guys, don't be shy. Write your comments and your posts right away. Whoa, all right. Blessings. Blessings from London, Mercy. And to a little flower? Machiwa. It's hard for me to see sometimes. Thank you so much, Holy One, for supporting Christos Avatar. And that's a great blessing to start the show off. I appreciate you. And this is something that we resonate with, okay? These are the unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, Emerald Order teachings, also called the innerchristos law of one, where we where we connect to the concept that all are one, the sacred universal law of one, all are God, all are creations of Creator, and that's where these teachings are coming from. That's our point of view. Okay, so we respect all points of view, all beliefs and religions. But on this channel, we represent that unique, united, omni-Christos love, baby. And so we don't judge in our system. We don't have fear. We don't have guilt and shame in this universal sacred teachings. Okay? Because most of the planet is following these teachings. I mean, these principles of fear, guilt, shame, people resonate with that. But not with our group, our community. So tonight we're going to be talking about, explaining spirituality. And because we know we have beginners, but this is a message for beginners and adepts. So this is your cosmic potential as a starseed. And this is a period of time on Earth called the spiritual ascension or spiritual awakening that that leads you to a transformation of ascension. And this is a period of time called the stellar activation cycle where the gates were opening. Now it's Stargate closing cycle, you could say. Now they're going to be closing over periods of years. And we're also involved in a huge multidimensional, intergalactic, interuniversal spiritual war. And so there is fallen angels and there are angels. Okay? a dichotomy, an opposition, a polarization. Well, they're polarized. We're coming with omnipolar consciousness, okay? Principles, ideals. So, but they attack us. They are attacking us. And so these are beings, multidimensional beings, that choose the path of chaos. And as guardians, as light workers, you guys, we choose to stand in our light. That which represents the original intention of God. Because there is one. God's intention was way before the time matrix was created, way before all of these reality fields were created. That still stands in love and light, in purity, in goodness, in pure love, omnichristos love, unconditional love. Okay? But at the same time, there exist these hologram fields, and there can be distortion. There can be fallen beings who want to hurt you and harm you. And so part of your spiritual journey is learning all about that and learning how to protect yourself, how to run energies through your body to purify yourself. Speaking of energies, let me light my incense. Of course, I don't have my charcoal near me. It's right there. I can see it. Let me grab it. Machiwa. And as a priestcraft, from these teachings you learn our origins. A lot of these races on Earth are coming from inner Earth and from Atlantis, Lemuria. Okay, and these are periods of time, periods of our real history that are not talked about on Earth. Well, they are being talked about. What I'm saying is it's forbidden knowledge, so you're not allowed to know about it in religion and New Age, because the New Age channeling movement is being guided by fallen angelic races. Now, here's an example. We have the Omicron. You would call them dragon moths. They're extraterrestrials. Wait, I got something popped up. And these beings are in the reptilians at that level are in the 10th dimension. Okay? And I'm just trying to find this leaves a little black charcoal on my face. I don't see paper towel, or maybe there's a paper towel. Anyways. And they are 10th dimensional, and they created a race below them. They seeded a race below them called the Dracons. So the Omicrons created the Dracons, dragons, Draconians, and then the Draconians would create a race below them. And actually, they came to Earth, the Dracons, 1 million years ago, and they created a hybrid. That means they genetically took a human DNA and combined it, spliced it with the reptilian DNA, and created a hybrid called the Dracos. Now, dragons look like dragons, the Dracon. Bipedal, upright, muscular, strong, aggressive, negative beings. And these created, since they mixed it with a human, you would say they're partially human looking, but they have the human form, but their face mostly looks like the dragons. They have the characteristics of the dragons, of their forefathers, their creator race. And then the Dracos themselves, they created a hybrid, and they called them the Nephilim. And so that is what really looks like a human, but it's not. Okay, this is a coming down from an insectoid reptilian to a dragon-looking reptilian to a half reptilian, half human-looking thing, Dracos, and then finally to something that looks completely human, a shape-shifting reptilian. They can, they have a unique genetic capabilities, and so this is what you call the reptilians' version of Illuminati. Now, there's an Anunnaki version, okay, that has to do with the Nephilim race. So this is what we're involved in. This is part of your spirituality, okay? And spirituality is about, first of all, identifying and understanding what is creation, what is the reality. Part of spirituality is seeing those spiritual worlds and realize there's several different spiritual worlds. And under spirituality is about knowing what is God, because there's so many different opinions of God. You know, there's over 4,000 opinions. That's how many religions are in the world. Check, Google, how many religions are in the world? It's going to tell you over 4,000 plus religions. And so that's a bunch of different ideas, confusions, distortions, because some of us can agree that there's only one creator God, and in your spirituality you realize it's all coming from that source. That's why you'll hear a lot of people call it source God or God's source, because we came from one singular source. All of us did. All beings, even including reptilians, even including Anunnaki. There's other beings, but those are the main ones in our life. And so this is realizing partly, the reality, the God, angels, aliens, and yourself. That's what spirituality includes. That's what you focus and learn about. So we have Linda. Thank you, Holy One. Much love. I like your little fox. Thank you for supporting this work. I work my whole life on this. This is my commitment. This is my full-time energy. Thank you for that exchange of energy. I appreciate you, and apparently you appreciate this work. Thank you so much. And once again, you guys, I'll leave source. This is not all my videos and my work, and this information is not my opinion. I'm not making this up. I'm a student of these teachings called the Emerald Order teachings. Some of you are students, okay? As originally spoken by Iyasha Ashana, speaker number 1 of the Emerald Covenant and the Guardian teachings. And so this is the information coming through. And it's not just that, you guys, okay? You realize this is part of your information. This is part of who you are. This is a universal thing. It's not an earth thing. Law of one is not coming from earth. It includes earth. It includes all. That's why it's called omnipolar. Omnipolar means all polars, not just one side, not just male, female, but both male and female. Okay? Not just earth, but parallel earth. Okay? There's 2 versions of everything. And in spiritual ascension, as you go up and work through all these spiritual worlds, spiritual realities in your spirituality, you are combining all of those parts. You're unifying all of your parts, returning back to the full, complete version of yourself. Okay? The omnipolar version of yourself. Because down here we're polarized. And that was by design. Creator, God, not a he, not a she, but an it. It's a consciousness. Creator, God, this omnipolar consciousness, wanted to experience polarization, wanted to check it out, wanted to see wanted to create. God knows everything. God is everywhere, but God is still creating. Creator is still creating. That is what your spirituality is about. That is what learning about yourself is about. Learning about your omnipolar self. Learning about your complete self. We can see ourselves as individuals, but you're not actually an individual. Realize how consciousness works on Earth, which is not natural, because it's unnatural to forget who you are. It's not natural. It's not natural to be separate from yourself. Or not separate. There's no such thing as being separate from God. What I mean is separate from your memory. Being forgotten. Forgetting who you are. And a lot of you guys get this, and some of you are new, and that's okay. And we're doing this together as a group. This is a group effort. It's not about Ashana. We love her. It's not about someone else. It's not about me or any other people speaking their truth. This is about everyone. This is a group thing. It's a group effort. It's a war, you guys, like I said at the beginning. And so we need all of each other. You know, they're kicking ass, right? The dark beings are kicking ass. We need all of each other. We are awakening the consciousness on Earth. We are sparking it. Okay, that's what the purpose of Starseeds is. That's part of the name of this video. Starseeds. Okay? It is our job as indigo children, as empath, as light workers standing in light, standing in the omnipolar love. It's our job, it's our covenant, it's our mission to bring in unity as a group. Did you notice that unity isn't a singular thing? It's an everyone thing. Okay, so we can respect people who know a lot of information, like Ashana. Okay, but it's not about her. It's not about anyone in particular. This is about all of us. This is about your effort. This is about your codes, Holy One. Yours. All. You know how many times you've lived? A minimum of 1,728 selves, and that is explained in these spiritual teachings, spiritual science teachings. You'll learn how that's even possible. How can I have 1,728 other selves? In the New Age channeling movement, a distorted movement, they're going to say those are past lives, future lives. They're not past or future. They're omnipresent in the present moment. Everything is happening now. Atlantis was destroyed, but it's happening in the now. It exists in some timeline, in the hologram of timelines. Of all those timelines, it's all the history lines. It's all, you know, people call it Akashic records or whatever. There's records, but there's also everything is like can be traveled to. You can travel to before Atlantis was destroyed, before Lemuria was destroyed. You can go through there and experience it in the now, because it's available in the now, in some other timeline that you, as a starseed indigo, create your Merkaba field. You know what a Merkaba is? That's spinning sacred geometry around your body. That you're going to utilize that to travel through your consciousness through a Stargate and check out, travel through time, through your consciousness. Your eye can see your field, all of your fields, not just your third eye. Many fields of consciousness can experience other realities by traveling in your Merkaba star tetrahedron, in your dreams. Okay, some people know how to go outside their body. Many of you have astral traveled, have experienced angels and other worlds. In their worlds, you've seen celestial worlds, etheric worlds, other physical worlds like this. It's not physical, it's perceived to be physical. They're levels of physicality. And the higher evolved worlds are less physical. Isn't it interesting how low 3D vibe people think that, oh, those things don't exist, they're just imagination. They think that if you're less physical or spiritual, you're less real. You got it backwards, homie. The spiritual beings are more real and more evolved than you are. You know, we're all real. What I'm saying is I'm trying to give you a picture and try to visualize that a ghost-like being, not a dead person on earth, a disembodied spirit. I don't mean that. I mean the evolved spirits who are in the fourth dimension, that's higher than us, more expanded than us. Well, those beings in the fifth dimension, sixth dimension, and beyond, well, they're ghost-like. They're see-through. They're transparent, like you would say. You could put your hand through them. I mean, because they're less atoms. It's just like a cloud. A cloud you can put your arm through, some water you can put your arm in, your body in. There's less matter form, less defined, less atoms. So this is part of your spirituality. And it's not really talked about in many spiritual systems. That there's people talking about other dimensions, other realities, but they don't talk about them, the density matter. Okay, you have to talk about the density matter, Vatos. Remember, your spirituality, at the very beginning, I said, is about understanding reality. And part of your realities are spiritual realities. You would say less dense, less atoms. And these beings are less dense and less atoms. A ghost-like being lives on a ghost-like planet in a ghost-like galaxy. They're not ghosts, woo. But what I'm saying is they're less dense, like a ghost. So a lot of you guys get it and understand it and are actually studying. My question to you is, have you started reading these Emerald Order teachings, also called the innerchristos, inner Christ, inner God teachings, Law of One? Have you started? We start with the Voyagers Book 1, Voyagers Book 2, and then as we develop our understanding, because some of that information is complex. I'm not talking about the history, I'm talking about the mechanics. Okay, when Oceana in Voyagers starts talking about the ascension cycle, you're like, you have to read it a few times. And then you move into the more advanced stuff. Let me get a drink of water and put my incense on. I always forget sometimes. And I am in pain, I would say about a 4. But I'm going to try to not smoke, okay? Last week I didn't. I haven't smoked in a week. And those haters out there who don't believe me, I honestly don't care. I love you, but, you can think whatever you want. And I know it helps because I feel better after a whole week. I don't have the same symptoms as, I have 2 problems. My hemorrhoid problem and that, I don't think it's my diet, you guys. I eat some good food. I eat fibrous food. I get fiber. I think it's because you push too hard, but you shouldn't have to push if it's fiber, right? And the other problem is my lymphatic system. It's not related to pot or cannabis, but there's something happens when I smoke the cannabis that affects my lymphatic system, which only started happening after COVID. Interesting. I smoked before in my life and never had issues. All these years, then suddenly, boom, now I have issues. And I'm only saying this because I keep having people every now and then, all the time, every now and then they say, I like your videos where you're not smoking pot. This low vibe consciousness, right? This judgment right off the bat, and then they want to ask a question. Oh, I don't like your videos where you're high, but can you answer this question? Shit. Well, I guess you respect me somewhat, right? And we got frankincense, copal, benzoin, and I used to burn myrrh all the time. I just haven't found a good supplier of myrrh, and so now this is always important. It doesn't look like it's important, but you guys, what the hell is that? Oh. Cleansing and purifying. Hello, did you hear anything I said? We're in a spiritual war. Spiritual beings. You need to protect yourself. Okay? Shikasma. Cleanse and purify your space, smudge and cleanse your body. If you don't have resins but you have a sage stick, use your sage. Your whole body, all around you. If you want, let someone else do it and they can go around your whole body 360. Machiwa. Now, other spiritual systems and other people will say it's just fear to talk about fallen angels. That's what you call the love, light, and clueless movement. Okay? Oh, love? Yes, of course. Clueless? No. You can love and live in unity in Christ consciousness and still talk about these dark beings, what we need to know. There's a whole spiritual war. It's freaking scary when you got these Omicrons, Dracons, Dracos, Nephilims, Anunnaki, Jehovians, all these races, man, attacking us throughout history in Lemuria. Why do you think Lemuria was destroyed? Why do you think Atlantis was destroyed? Because of these fallen angelics controlling, manipulating, and behind the scenes, in secrecy, in shadow. That's how chaos works. That's how the dark beings work. Behind the scenes. Part of their agendas is to cover up themselves, cover up proof, cover up evidence throughout history. They covered up part of the floods mentioned in the Bible. It wasn't one great flood. Okay, according to the Emerald Order Guardians, this was 3 floods. And so we are learning our true history, because if you keep on following a false history, a false identity, how do you think that does for your spiritual awakening? Machiwa. Patty Paparazzi! Woohoo! That's a lot of one, sister. Thank you so much. Stargates, she wrote a comment. What's up, spiritual badasses? Love and hugs from Patty, you guys. Stargates, time travel, interdimensional travel, teleportation, humans. Wow, you've been studying. Awesome. Superpowers like telekinesis. Let's do this, vato locos. Yeah. Thank you, sister. You're amazing, as usual. Bless you. Much love and respect. Thank you, Patty. And there was another one. I'm sorry, you guys. Sometimes, you get going, you get this flow, it doesn't want to stop. Nixo90! Did I already say it? Yes! Yes! Nixo90, thank you. Bless you, Holy One. I love your little dinosaur. Thank you so much. You're awesome, you guys. And you guys, I can't do this without you. For real. And also, you're supporting this work, and it drives me. It keeps driving me to make more content for you. And you guys, I'm organizing. This is 2024, a new year, and a new opportunity to grow and bigger. And I'm going through all these different workshops, and I want to be sharing this information from these workshops, not just the short videos, but the long videos too. And so thank you for your patience, all of you. It's a coming. And you don't have to wait for me or anyone. You can start studying this stuff yourself. It's just that some of us have a lot more, we have saved more of these workshops. We're studying more of the workshops. We're committed. We call priestcraft, like Patty said, we're these spiritual badasses. But if you're just sitting at home, just watching TV, listening to music, and just, goofing off and not taking this serious, well, hey, that's on you. Do you know how hard it is it's called bioregenerate your DNA? Because everyone's DNA down here is distorted, homies. And you're being attacked by the air, in your food, in your water, in your spiritual beliefs, on all these fronts and all these ways. We are being, the Christos is being attacked. Christ is being attacked. God is being attacked. Humans, the planet Earth, is being attacked. So when we talk about your spirituality, there is a spiritual war. And there's part of Earth. You can read it in Voyagers 2. Voyagers 2. You will learn that part of planet Earth falls into the phantom. Humans who do not get their 4th strand or their 5th strand will fall. It's actually technically 4.5 strands, I believe, will fall into the phantom Earth. And that's not just because you were naughty during this life. How many lives have we lived? How many reincarnations have you done? How much of the phantom religious teachings have you swallowed and spoken and thought about? That is what's bringing you into phantom. But, these fallen angels did harm to us. They did damage to us. Physically, emotionally, intellectually, and, our evolution has been hampered, literally. It's stuck here. People are stuck on Earth, man, over and over and over again. What do these beings want? They want poleship. They want annihilation. They want your death. They will save some for their pets, their entertainment. And you know how valuable humans are being traded to other planets, other ETs, dimensions of reality, other places. It's like literal slavery. You're just a commodity, okay? And they don't respect you, us. They hate the light. They're against the guardians. And you can't say they're schmucks. See, in religion, it's distorted and you're confused and you don't think that's possible. These beings are winning. They have beat us in human seeding 1, wiped out. They beat us in human seeding 2, wiped out. And in parallel Earth, they didn't wipe it out, but they took it over. It's being ruled by the Zeta and Dracos. Remember I talked about the Dracos earlier, but they're friends, they're buddies with the Zetas, but they beat. It's kind of funny because they took over parallel Earth together, the Zetas and the Dracos. The Dracos then took over the Zetas, and now they're serving the Dracos. So they're bitches to the Dracos, and so are the human race in parallel Earth. So what do you think is happening on Earth, human seeding 3? Does it look like we're winning? So there's 2 timelines, vatos. There's the Phantom Earth timeline, and there's the Ascended timeline. You're a starseed. You're getting your spiritual affairs in order. Like Patty said, you're rocking your psychic powers. You're developing. You're training. Well, then you're on the right timeline. You're going to be ascending to that timeline, not falling to a dark timeline. So this is the sit rep of Earth. This is what's happening on Earth. So we would love to just be all like, meditating and living in peace and not having no concern, feeling completely safe. But that's not the sit rep. That's not what the reality. The reality is, it's not fear porn. Imagine if you're actually in tyranny of extraterrestrials, you would want to know. That's what the Emerald Order is doing. They're letting you know. It's not dogma either, like religion or, something else. Like a distorted New Age channeling movements. You know what the New Age channeling movements are? They're teachings, they're information coming from the fallen angels, giving you false teachings that they are pretending to be light. They are pretending to be Christ. They're pretending to be God. And you're being duped by it. You're falling for it. At least some of us are on the earth. Some people, actually, according to the teachings, most humans are following these. And you see the statistics. When you search for Google and see how many people are following Christianity, it's over 1 billion. It's almost 2 billion people. How many people are following Islam? It's 1 billion. And so that leaves 5 billion left for other belief systems. But the majority are those major religions who have a track record in your sacred beliefs. There's a track record of holy wars. There's all kinds of corruption in religion. Not just the information. In the actual churches and peoples and the bishops and when you just understand, or maybe you don't believe that there's hybrid human aliens like the Nephilim. Okay? Or maybe you don't believe there's Nephites or some other alien race that look like us but are not us. These beings are, first of all, they're advanced, super advanced. Okay? Well, we're stuck in 3 strands of consciousness. Now, they may be stuck in falling consciousness, but that's higher than us when they come in. Okay? We have regular human consciousness. And then you have starseed consciousness, who came here with the purpose to help in this spiritual war. And then you have the fallen consciousness that are trying to go against. They're anti-Christos. You've heard the word antichrist. Well, these are anti-Christos beings. They're against everything the Guardians are doing. They're against the Guardians. Actually, the Anunnaki were designed to kill us, to annihilate Guardians, Starseeds. They're against us specifically. Because without the Starseeds, homie, look at Earth. Look, what do you think will happen to Earth without the Guardians here? That's the whole thing. And it's not just Earth that has problems. They take over and dominate other planets. That's their way. Because God allowed free will. In the hologram, in the simulations, God allowed it. God allowed, and when you're distorted in religion, you don't think that's possible. You don't think fallen angels can be victorious. You don't think they can murder you and conquer you and take you out. That's the Love, Light, and Clueless movement, you guys. And we're about empowering ourselves. These teachings, you learn about this history, but you're also learning how to empower your light body, how to reinforce yourself, how to reach your communion with your higher selves. Know what that really is, a higher self. Know that you have a soul matrix, you have an oversoul matrix, you have an avatar matrix, you have a rishi matrix in the holograms. You have all of that in the holograms. Of course, outside the holograms, outside the 15-dimensional time matrices, you're in oneness with, you're all in oneness with God, but you realize it. You're a realized collective of God who knows it, who is in direct awareness and connection with the omnipolar consciousness. Not a fragmented piece of a timeline on Earth in a hologram field. But all the fields. See, you're going to go from this incarnated level to something called super consciousness when you ascend. If you ascend, you're going to go into a super consciousness of 12 beings at once. At once you will be able to perceive 12 selves of your own soul family. You have a greater soul family called of 144. Okay, we talk about 12, but what's 12 times 12? Because you have 12 souls in your greater matrix. And in your greater soul family, you have 144 selves. But that's just the soul level. You have 144 selves in the incarnate level. Okay, first of all, let me say there's 5 dimensions, and there's the 3 hologram fields. You can use a calculator, but you have 144 in density 1 carbon matter. Selves. You have 144 in the soul level density matter. It's called silicate crystal matter. You have 144 selves in the oversoul level. It's called crystal silicate. You have 144 cells in the avatar level. Liquid light. Crystal liquid. Technical scientific word is hydroplasm. Okay, you with me? Now take all of that and double it because of the parallel universe. Take that number and double it. Now, let's go to the first level of ascended mastery. It's called triadic field. You have 144 cells in that triadic field. Now you have 144 cells in the polaric field of ascended master level. Then you have one being. You have 144 cells. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Well, you don't do it that way because you have to double the parallel universe and the antiparallel universe. It adds up. It adds up to 1,728 other cells in simultaneous other parts of yourselves. So you have this level, you have higher levels, and that's what these teachings help you reach, help you reclaim. You learn to reclaim all of those parts of yourselves. 77 people. I just said 77 people. Now it's 82 people. You learn how to bring these identities, bring these parts of yourself. And even here in the 3D world, we can experience 4D consciousness in our heart chakra. We're in 3D, reality field, but we can open up our heart vortex, our vortices. These are vortices to those other parts of yourselves. So if you keep on opening these vortices called chakra, the Guardians don't call them chakra, but they'll make reference to chakra because everyone else is calling them chakra. The Guardians call them Templar. So vortice, Templar, you open them all. You have a maximum of 15. Let me correct myself. The reality is the universal Stargates, there's 15 of them. You can have more chakras because you can have up to 48 strands of DNA. That's the maximum in the 15-dimensional time matrix. Like Jesus, the Guardians called him Jeshua, was part of the Christos Guardians. He was a Christ, one of the Christos, one of the Christ. Okay, he had 48 strands of DNA available to him. Now he didn't have all that turned on in Dimension 3. But he is known as the last 12-strand avatar. That means he had 12 strands awakened, Holy One. Now we're trying to get our heart chakra and our 5th throat chakra. And some of us have our 3rd eye and a little bit few more. Jeshua had all 12, baby. He had them all. And that's why he was known as the last one. But anyways, there's no comparison in saying that he's better, because we're all not undistorted. By the time you get to Dimension 12, this is part of your spirituality, you guys. By the time you get to 12 dimension, or no, you don't have to get there. You just have to start reclaiming that consciousness wherever you are. You reclaim that consciousness, it will be the same. You will be, like Patty said, you will be able to teleport. You'll be able to read, have telepathy. You'll be able to go to other dimensions of reality in your Merkaba field of light. You'll be able to do supernatural, paranormal things. But in reality, they're not supernatural. They're natural things, but on Earth, we're in a spiritual war. Our DNA has been corrupted. Our planet has been, her fields have been distorted. We've been brainwashed by religions and the New Age channeling movement. And you've been disempowered. Now you're sick and dying and have cancers and diseases, and you're at warfare. There's starvation and hunger. Something's wrong. So what we're doing is learning about that. Those scenarios, that situation, and understanding who you are, remembering who you are. And you remember by activating. Looks like, let me see. You activate all of these parts of yourself. You learn how to awaken your 12 chakras and more. You learn how to, what? That's new. I've never seen that before. It tripped me out. I put my glasses on. What is that? Yes, you guys, we're learning how to bring in your spiritual badass. Okay? Because right now we're disempowered spiritual badasses. Until you learn how to bioregenerate your DNA. And that's what actually Cathara, one of the teachings in this innerchristos Emerald Order is, it's called bioregenesis. It's called biospiritual healing. Bio means body, and body refers to your DNA. So you take your DNA and your spirit and heal it. That's why it's called bioregenesis healing. These teachings you're not going to find in religion. Okay? You're disempowered in religion, right? Because according to their distortion, their lies, you're separate from God until you believe in the sacrificed, mutilated, murdered Joshua. Joshua was not sacrificed and tortured and murdered, Fatos. That's the false creed, the false teaching. Okay? That's the black magic system. That's the demonic system. That's the horror and death Merkaba system. Okay? You can recognize it. When you don't, that's scary. When you don't see that. So we are learning these teachings, this information, the guardians who are serving life, who are serving God, who are serving the Christos, Christ. These teachings, see, while the fallen angel teachings disempower you, these teachings empower you. Okay, you gain your memory back, Vatos. You can check in these things for yourself within your own God inner spirit. They say, the religions say you don't have an inner God, the Christos spirit. They give you patriarchy, a sexist patriarchy that lowers women's standards, puts them down. We came out of the Adam's rib cage. You're lesser than the male. The male's the king of the castle. You see, the chauvinistic, sexist teachings are talking about fear. It's a commandment to fear God. Bullshit. God is about omnipolar love. Do you even know what that means? God is unified in all life. You're not separate from the omnipresent God. How could you go outside of omnipresence? You can't go outside of the Creator. You're always part of Creator. The fallen angels will tell you you're not, because that's who wrote the religions. No, they didn't write them. They distorted them into these patriarchy. And it comes down to the Anunnaki and reptilians. The Anunnaki, and I have to leave a disclaimer because some people get irritated or pissed off. Not all Anunnaki are bad. Not all reptilians are bad. We're not talking about the blessed ones. We're talking about the fallen ones who are anti-Christos, against Creator, against you, against all life. What we call chaos. They're vampires, not just energetic vampires. They use technology too. Okay, they are all about death. That's why they're called the Death Star Merkaba mechanics. Okay, because that's what you learn in the distorted New Age channeling movement. That's the key. It's knowledge being channeled outside. No, you go inside to find God. In religion, you have to go outside too. No, God's inside here, vatos. We're all God, and they can't stand that. They don't like that message. They try to stamp out that message. But some of us remember. Some of us are reclaiming our memory, reclaiming our higher identities, seeing, perceiving, witnessing testimony of the true reality of your own conscious star family. What I mean is your own family of consciousness. Okay? Not channeling some source, some other information. Finding source, finding God within. Okay? That's the guardians. That's what the guardians are bringing you. The Emerald Order guardians. You will not find the New Agers talking about the Emerald Order because they are against the Emerald Order. You talk about the Emerald Order, you're talking about Elohai, the blue flame Elohai Brenoa, also called Solar Rishi races, collectives, who are serving, remember, the 12th dimension, 13th and 14th and 15th are blessed. They're connected to God. We're all connected to God. What I mean is they realize it, they know it, and they're part of it. They're speaking it, they're thinking it, they're doing it. That's why you come here, you stand in your light, Holy One, and represent that code, that undistorted message of unity. Okay? We're coming here with a Christ consciousness, and you will see them leave comments. They don't believe that. They don't agree with that. They want to give you judgment. Have you felt judgment today? Raise your hand. Write it in the comments. Has someone in your friends, in your family, in the world, in social media judged you? That is the false creed. That is the fallen angels. That is the New Age channeling movement and the false religions. Okay? That is what is judging you. Not Creator God, not the omnipolar Christos love baby. This is a false creed there. And you feel it. You feel it. You hear these teachings maybe for the first time. You feel it. You know it. It's not a faith. Why do you have to have a faith and a belief? It's a knowing. Bless you, holy ones. They will not call you blessed or holy. They call you sinful, inferior humans. That's what the reptilians will do. The dragons, the serpents. That's what the Anunnaki will do. Okay? They're called avengers of Anu. Who's Anu? That's the fallen Anu, Elohim. Elohim is in the Bible. Nephilim, fallen angels in the Bible. Okay, and you're serving Abrahamic, Illuminati stories and family history, not the 12 tribes of Israel. We're talking about the 12 tribes of the Guardians. 12 tribes of different races. We got the Polarians, the Hyperboreans. These are all in every human being's, you would say, DNA template. Lemurians, Atlanteans, Aryans, Muvarians. Are you getting me? Unchechi, Brenoa. These are all in your DNA. Urantrians, Hibaru, Melchizedek, and Uniseti. That's the 12 tribes. Okay? In those books, you're getting the 12 tribes of some fallen angel. Michael. Have you given your power to Michael, the archangel, in the New Age channeling movement? Are you channeling my archangel? Are you channeling some angel? Are you, what do the Wiccans and the witches do? They call it, what do they call it when you're bringing in the presence of a spirit? They're invocating. They're bringing in these beings into their fields. Do you know what that does, Holy One? No, you don't, because you are trying to gain the power through spiritual entities, and it's not guardian races, homies. That's your first red clue, and that is not coming from your brother Fabian. You're going to point and get angry at me and leave your nasty comments in my videos. It's not coming from me. I have to say it again and again. This is not my opinion. It's not my spin. It's in the Emerald Order teachings. It's in a huge volume of information and knowledge. It's coming from the Voyagers books. It's coming in workshops called the Ancient Rites of Passage, the Light and the Shadow workshop, the Angelic Realities workshop, the Entering the Fifth World workshop, the Holy Grail Quest workshop, the Lemurian Atlantean Legacies workshop. It's coming from the Arthurian Roundtables workshop. It's coming from the Mechanics of Manifestation workshop. It's coming from the One World Order Rising workshop. It's coming from the Cathara workshop. You getting it? And the list goes on and on and on. There's hundreds of workshops coming from the Emerald Order Vatos, teaching you that you are part of God, teaching you that about unity consciousness, teaching you about Christ consciousness, teaching you about your chakras. These other beliefs, they want to take all of that away from you, man. They want you to be ignorant, subdued, a slave. They want to feed off you. Vampires want to feed off you. They are feeding off you. You are actually, when you're following these false creeds, you're actually feeding those systems and becoming and being swallowed by those energies, which are extremely dark. Machiwa, Masutas. I love you unconditionally, homies. This message is love, enlightening love, bringing you the truth, the light, not some false light, because you will receive false gods and false Christ and false teachings here in the New Age channeling movement, here in your Islam, your Christianity, and your other hateful, angry, pissed off gods. This is what you're serving. You're part of the vampires. Now you are treating other people with judgment. Are you not? Preaching and sending damnation? Telling people they're going to be cursed. Oh, cursed. Black magic. Cursed into the lake of fire, a place of torture and agony forever? This is their message. This is what you're speaking and thinking and doing and into the world. Not the enlightening love, baby. Not the true creator God. The false gods, the anti-gods are doing that. Not the true unity. Not the true Christos. So you feel Are you feeling? Do you resonate? Do you getting some clarification? Are you getting some healing? Blessed ones, holy ones? Because all you got to do is reclaim it. It's yours. It's literally in your DNA right now in fragments. Like a jigsaw puzzle, it comes out of the box in pieces. What? You got to like put it together. Put together your Templar, your chakra. Put together your DNA is putting together your consciousness. You put together you go on a spiritual journey. You live a Christ life, not a religion Christed life, a Christos life. We have 12 attitudes of mastery. You put together these pieces of DNA. You're going to learn bioregenesis techniques. You're going to learn how to take pieces of your broken, fragmented consciousness and put them together. Now, when your consciousness is put back together through bioregenesis techniques, not through religion or New Age channeling techniques, but when you put these together through the Emerald Order teachings and techniques, bioregenerate, you're going to gain your memory. You're going to regain your psychic powers. You hear these people around you saying, hey, I can astral travel. I can go out of my body. And, that's a sin against God according to their beliefs. You see how you're being attacked? You see how you're being disempowered? Well, now we're going to learn how to reanimate our Christ star. You're going to learn how to bring it back in. And this is your spirituality in the spiritual war. We're going to reclaim. We're like sleepers awakening. Because the rest of them are sleeping, sleepers anonymous. They're staying asleep. You want to awaken out of this. You want to know the truth. Because there is a false truth and a false God and a false Christ. You want to know and connect and have a relationship with your self, higher self, God self. You are a God sovereign being. Say it with me, holy ones. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And know it. Feel it. I say it again 2 more times. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Reclaim, regain yourself. Truly know thyself. Much love, much respect. I know it can get intense. I apologize. I don't apologize. I don't need to apologize. It just gets intense. I'm not high. I'm not on drugs because you'll accuse me of that. And even if I do take a smoke, what's your judgment? You see? So we love each other. And we don't even have to agree with everything, but we love each other unconditionally. Omni-Christos love, baby. Omni-love. Not polarized love. Not disconnected, fragmented love. Okay? No conditions. That means no judgment. That means everything's equal in God. There is no hierarchy. That's the false creed. Oh, you're a chosen one, huh? You're a believer, huh? And so you're better than everyone else. That's the false creed. All are God. You don't need a savior. Blessings to those beliefs. If you believe that Jesus was the Son of God, was murdered and sacrificed and tortured, hey, the Guardians will not promote that creed. The Guardians know they were there. Who do you think Jeshua was? A guardian. They know about the true Jeshua. They know the true tribes. Okay? And Jeshua was an Essene. That is a Magi Holy Grail line. In that time period, in those days, Jeshua was that tribe, that Templar was called Essenes. Now there was Templars in you would say France before, a few hundred years ago. There was Templars in Atlantis. There was Templar Holy Grail lines in Lemuria. Okay? Now, the Illuminati and the fallen angels, they existed in those times too. They become born in those times too. And they were trying to wipe us out. In the France Holy Grail I was telling you about, they wiped them all out. Sometimes we lose. These beings are not schmucks. Okay? Now, there's been a few times where the omnipolar guardians, that means they're not in distortion. They're not in any type of false creed. They're connected directly to their memory of God. Okay? So they come on, there's been a few times where they came in and actually stopped the fallen angelic warring. I believe that happened in the Electric Wars. It's an ancient war. Excuse me. It happened in... There's one called the 1,000 Years' War. Death and killing for thousands of years. Oh, wow. So there's a few times where the Guardians will come in. Especially when it threatens other time matrices. Like these beings, fallen angels, the reptilians and Anunnaki, they want to get out of the 15-dimensional time matrix and expand. You see, they feed off of the living systems. There's something called parallel Earth, yes. Or let me use the word universe. There's something called the parallel universe, but there's also something called the phantom universe. And these beings are coming out of a reverse matrix. That means there's life. There's the coming from source God, the energy. Some people in the New Age channel movement think it's called Kundalini. It's not limited to Kundalini, vatos. Okay? Learn the real Emerald Order Templar. Okay? So you're getting life force energy in the living system. And it's feeding the parallel system. But it does not go into the phantom system. That is reverse. Reverse current. Reverse energy. Anti-life. Anti-God. Anti-Christos. And that you get there by sacrificing beings, hating beings, controlling, manipulating, all those horrible energies. That's how you fall. And it doesn't happen right away. It happens, you keep on falling, you fall. And it started a long time ago. We used to all be blessed beings and all got along and agreed with the law of one. Okay? Now let me check on the chat, and I'm sorry, it was pretty strong. It was organic. That was natural, vatos. Do you see me reading a script? Do you see me stuttering? It is a flow. That's why at the beginning I call it transmission of spirit, transmission of higher self. Fetty, unfatty. As in Pacheco. Celine in the house. Star Goddess. Sorry to say hi to everyone. Luna. Helena, of course. Yeah, baby. Jaguar Shaman. Yeah, detox. A lot of us are not just detoxing emotional. We got to detox our bodies, man. We got to stop eating junk food and desserts. Stop eating animals. It's toxic. It's not toxic. You would call it what's it called? Alkaline versus. My mind is just like. You know how your body gets this inflammation. It's like inflammation. You don't want to eat that kind of food, and that's what meat is. You want to stop. It's detoxing your body, detoxing your beliefs, your mind, your spirit, and emotions. So thank you for sharing. You guys, please hit that like button. Hulk smash that like button. If you resonate with any of this information, please hit the like button. And also, hey, if you've been helped by any of these videos, any of these teachings, please consider supporting Christos Avatar. And you can do that several different ways. Some people have done it here in chat. There's a little $ down there. Just check. You can do that and leave a donation. Thank you so much, Holy Ones. Or you can become a member. And that's an exchange of energy too, because you also get to share in our community. If any of you guys are members and can't find it, let us know. Let me know. Ask Celine or Indigo Wizard or Starman or Little Alien. Hey, I want to ask, is Little Alien still here? I haven't seen her in several weeks. And if she's not coming anymore, that's fine. But we will graduate someone else. So you guys let me know if Little Alien's still part of the club. So good to see you, brother Indigo. And maybe Starman was here at the beginning. I know he usually takes off, but I didn't get to see that. Yeah, peace to you guys. Love to you. You can also support by getting the diagram, the 15-dimensional diagram, which I'll show you real quick. If I can, yeah, let me open it. Machiwa, because this diagram helps you follow and understand the teachings. I mean, it's not necessary, but what I'm saying is it helps. It helps me also teach from it. And so let me show that real quick. So this is available. There's a direct link below, my 15-dimensional alien races diagram, because it has a bunch of alien races as well. And all these different information and chart, you know, you find out about the Necromatons. I mentioned all these fallen angels, the Marduks. These are all part of this diagram. And here's some of the teachings that you want to look into. Voyagers 1 and 2 I mentioned, and I saw Celine mention that too. It's called Cathara Biospiritual Healing. And after that, because this is more advanced, the sliders, you want to try to learn sliders. And there's 12 of those. Okay? And just in general, the freedom teachings. This MCEO stands for Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. Emerald Order for life, baby. What's up? So there's a direct link below, and I just mentioned the Phantom Matrix. Okay? This is reverse life, reverse consciousness. This is where a lot of beings are coming from. And they even use they use wormholes to get here. They create wormholes. The Zeta Reticuli, actually it's the Zeta Regalians. They are friends with the Dracos, and it's these beings who create these wormholes, and it's part of their system of taking us over in Earth. See, there's Phantom Earth because part of Earth fell there. There's also a parallel Earth. This is all part of this diagram, by the way. And so these beings are not connected to life force energy. You see the chakra? You see these chakra? There's no chakra over here, Vatos. There's no aura over here. Aura chakras are part of the guardians serving God, serving the one. One God, one self, one love, one heart, one mind, one spirit. One God, one creator. These beings, these fallen angels will give you many gods, many creators. They will give you Elohim God, Jehovah God. They will give you Egyptian gods. They will give you Viking gods. They're going to give you Hindu gods, Hebrew God. They're going to give you all kinds of gods. Hello, Vato Locos. There's only one God, homies. Only one God. And the Guardians call that the Unisai. There's only one God that includes everything. Machiwa, I love you. Blessings to all of you who are watching this live broadcast of Spirit. Cool, yeah. Start your spiritual journey today, Vatos. Sam, thank you for being a member. Oh, Celine just gave you the link. And there's one for Voyagers 2 as well. It's on a site called archive.org. Honey Lumpkins. Hugh Programmer. Zachary is in the house. You guys, it's so great to see new people come, and all of you, Raga XX Muffin in the house, all of you regulars, Guardians of the New Earth. Wow, I just mentioned your name as soon as you said 1111. What? No way. Thank you, Holy One. Much respect to you. 1111. I claim that. I claim that 1111. Yeah, baby. Thank you. I mean, that energy, that number is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And thank you for supporting Christos Avatar. Aloha, my friend. Come and visit me in Hawaii. I'd love to do a collab. Oh, collab with you. Thank you for the offer, Holy One. I was actually in Hawaii. Someone invited me. It was a few years ago when I was homeless. But this person was not a guardian. I didn't know that. I wasn't really strong in the teachings yet. I was still lost. So it wasn't a great experience, and I had some of my crystals were damaged because I couldn't leave my crystals. I took my crystals. That was the biggest mistake. I took all my crystals, and that person told me to leave. I was homeless, but they told me to leave, and I had all these crystals with me. What the hell am I gonna do? And I had to find my way back home. I got home, but some of my crystals got broken. But this was in Hilo, Hawaii. It was actually a beautiful, beautiful place, man. So that has no relation to the person, okay? This person was obviously a vampire, but I was just grateful that she invited me there. But anyways, that was a mixed experience. I still had a whole lot of, like our friend said, emotional healing, physical healing, mental healing. I still had a lot of healing to go through. But yeah, I appreciate that offer. Thank you so much. In my own personal goals, my goal is to have a retreat in Sedona so we can share these experiences and technologies at a spiritual retreat in Sedona. And I also want a spiritual retreat, if it's even possible, if those resources ever come my way, if I ever manifest those resources, I also want one in Kauai. Kauai, not Hawaii, Kauai is a very, very special place. That was just like when I visited Machu Picchu, which is a holy grail site, and so is Kauai. It's a holy grail site, and so I know those energies will be off the chart. And you guys, there's only 12 Stargates, okay? Some people think Telos, or what's it called? Mount Shasta has a Stargate. No, Vatos. It's not a Stargate. It's got strong energies. It's not a Stargate. Because when I made that Stargate video, because I have a Stargate video, you haven't seen it, check it out. People are saying, oh, what about this? What about that? No, there's only 12. So one of them, like even the Gruol Point in Sarasota, Florida, it's not a Stargate. Okay? There's only 12 of them. And so, and you can learn that through these teachings. And that's what the spiritual awakening is about. It's because of the Stargates opening, but now closing. So that is the consciousness flowing through those gates. That's why humans on Earth are, at least some of us, not all of us, are going through this crazy changes, which is a good thing. Okay? Because there's a lot of. That's why they want to dumb us down. So they need to disempower us, you guys. And they're successful. They dupe a lot of people. So our job is to regain ourselves, awaken ourselves, reclaim ourselves. And so we can do our spiritual mission. It's not easy, right? But we knew that before we came in. We knew that this is a dangerous place, but it was our duty, it was our covenant to come here, and we came here to awaken ourselves, but also to awaken and help the energies of Earth raise. Our awakened, unified Christ consciousness helps the planet and make it available to the rest, especially when we're bringing in our codes, we're bringing in these concepts and teachings. It heals others. It awakens others. And it's a beautiful thing to see that happen. I get to hear some of your guys' feedback, and if you direct message me or send me emails, that is part of this healing. Part of our own awakening is sharing and helping, assisting. We're kind. We honor each other. That is the guardian. That's a true guardian. There are false light workers speaking lip service to Christ consciousness, not speaking it, not walking it. That's the false light. And even if they're not consciously aware of it, that's still on them. That's still their distortion that they're trying to send out into others. You'll get spiritual snobs. You get people still judging you and calling themselves spiritual. Okay? When you guys are connecting to Christ consciousness, unity, you will know better. And you won't be harmed and sad, okay, offended. You will be able to stand in your light, stand in your knowing and your witness, in your testimony. And, God allows distortion. God gave us free will. God gave itself free will, okay, to experience distortion. Remember, these are down steps of God. Dimension 12, divine blueprint. No polarity. It's omnipolar. But as soon as God stepped down, now it's polarized in the 11th dimension and down. Now you have the possibility of darkness. That's why there is darkness in, let's say you ascend, right, to dimension 5D in the density universe 2. The Guardians call it holographic universe 2. If you go to density, they also call it density, but depends on what book you're reading, right? But as soon as you evolve there's still spiritual war. Just understand that you're going to experience a polarized experience. You're going to experience fallen angelic energies still all the way up. So it's not like it's going to be paradise. You still will, but you will be in a new body. You will be in a higher evolved understanding and connection. Now, I can't wait to get back to that level, right? Like, some of us are tired old souls. We want to move on. Like, as soon as I drop enough codes, I'll be ready to go on. My job is not done. I have a lot more to do, even within myself, I have a lot to do. So, we're not perfect. We're not saying we are, okay? We acknowledge that we have a distortion in Earth's fields, so there's a distortion in our DNA. When we visit Earth, we're visiting Earth as starseeds, as indigo children, light workers, empaths. We are the ones who can help what's going on here. It's a dire situation, you guys. You know that the Guardians' original plan failed? It was called the Amenti Project. It's talked about in Voyagers 2. That Guardian project failed. Okay? Because the fallen angelics were able to outmaneuver us for several different reasons. And so, just understand that this is something that is pretty, scary. It can be scary, but we don't live on fear. We come here and we stand in the Christos. We have that strength. We have that light, that omnipolar perspective. Okay? And so, just understand, we can understand that we're not perfect and we have healing to do, and some people need to get off their high horse, get out of their egos. We need to heal our egos. We need to heal our shadow, because we're born into it. As soon as the soul integrates into the body, it has distortion now. So everyone, even indigos, have to deal with that. So because the entire planet is affected. Animals are affected. All life, plants, everything is affected by the distortions in the Earth's field. Okay? And so these are the teachings of the Emerald Order. Not my teachings. They're all our teachings. All life teachings. It's a universal thing. Remember, not an Earth thing, not a me thing. It's an everywhere thing. And we're here, we chose. No one made you. You're a starseed. You were probably doing just fine in the 6th dimension or 5D, 5th dimension. But you took a service contract. You decided to come here and help the earth in its spirit, in this spirituality, in this spiritual awakening, in this time period. And you know that this is a 26,000 year period. It's called the Owego cycle. That's the planet cycle. We're talking about planetary scale years. 26,000, we live 80 years, and the earth lives 26. It's a cycle that earth goes through. Well, the starseeds and indigos, they mainly only come during the Stargate opening, and then the Stargates close. They come during that period. But so do the fallen angels, because that is the opportunity to create pole shift. That is the opportunity to murder and sacrifice all the beings on, and I get some people leaving comments about, oh, what are you talking about? The pole is already changed. You guys, when we say pole shift, we're talking about something so drastic it will cause volcanoes and cataclysms and earthquakes and destruction. And when that happens globally, it will happen globally. If there's pole shift, then yeah, that's different than what you're trying to tell me, okay? So that's the whole point of the Stargates, taking control of the Stargates. They can initiate pole shift. They can get rid of you, us, all life. Now some will want to, it's happened in the past. It happened in Lemuria. There's been pole shifts. Look in Voyagers. Search for pole shift. You will find information about it. Some of the races of Lemurians escaped to inner Earth. Now there's something called there's subterranean civilizations. We're not talking about subterranean. We're talking about inner Earth. That's another location, another time continuum, another timeline. But the gates to those are in the subterranean Earth. So you can get to the gates, but it doesn't mean you're in inner Earth. Okay? So that's just a little clarification. Because you get all this talk about hollow Earth. It's a bunch of bullshit. You get all this talk about going down and finding a secret entrance to inner Earth. It's all bullshit. Because it's a special gates that are protected. And you have to have a special resonance to even go through it. You couldn't go there with a 3D consciousness. You would be destroyed. Understand? That's like you trying to go to Tara. You can't get to Tara. You would be destroyed. You don't have the Merkaba. You don't have the field. The DNA template. That's what ascension is. It's reclaiming your DNA so you can go through a Stargate. So the DNA and the Stargates are connected, you guys. And so is ascension. You can't go through the Stargates. You can't go through ascension without the DNA, without the chakras opened. This is why there's so much false teachings, because they don't want you to open your consciousness. They want you to be stuck in the 3D. So you can't go to 5D. So you can't ascend. You see how that works? At the same time, they're going to keep on working on a one world order. They're going to keep on working on the Zeta Dracos takeover. They created the Philadelphia experiment, the Montauk Project, and something else in 2003. They created 3 wormholes. They're creating a tyranny, dictatorship, rulership, domination, as they're getting their entire scenario complete. So this is, if we know that the Guardians Amenti project failed, so you can't, so some, people are gonna fall into Phantom or go into that tyranny of the Zeta Dracos, and I forgot, it's the year 4,000, 5,000 something. It's in one of my diagrams I have this year, but it's in the Voyagers books. It talks about it. You guys can read about it. Okay? And there's all kinds of crazy shit in that book. It'll be unbelievable you will find out even America is founded by these fallen angels. Even America. All you have to do is Control F on PDF and find it. My light is always covering up my start button. I just want to do that real quick. Remember, in all of these countries, you're going to have some form of Illuminati, some form of control, some form of fallen angelic control. Control F. Wait. I think my keyboard stopped working. Fuck it. Oh my gosh, dude. Right on my live. Okay, it's gonna mess with me now. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it now. Funny, not funny. I'll have to do this with my mouse. I can't type without a keyboard. God dang. It's gonna be making this noise. I'm gonna shut my speaker off. And I'll actually even unplug it. It will not let me use my keyboard right now. All right. But anyways, you can find that information. Maybe it's too controversial. Where is Yasha now, and what's the update? Well, I guess it's important to talk about that. Thank you, Jaguar Shaman. Yasha is alive. You know, she's alive. She's only a few years older than me, I believe. And so, anyways, there's something that happened in 2012, and it has no reflection on the Emerald Order. Has no reflection on all the teachings of the Emerald Order before 2012. Okay, it has no reflection on the information that was already completed, already brought to Earth. But in 2012, there was a split in the shield. A split in the shield means that the group, the Guardian group, disagreed and went separate ways. And so Ashana started, her behavior changed. But you can disagree or agree. And she started, she was 1/3 owner of Azerite Press. That means Speaker 1 and Speaker 2 had equal partnership in the Azerite Press company. She abandoned it. She left it and made her own company and made her own teachings. So you can resonate with that or not. Everyone can choose. Anything after 2012, you can choose and check if you resonate with her. You just have to go to her website and find it and go check it out. I will tell you because I should and need to. I'm part of the group who did not agree with that. I do not agree with how it went down. How it went down was pretty freaking ugly and non-Christic. Speaker 1 and Speaker 2 were ostracized and talked badly about. And maligned, publicly maligned. That is not how Guardians handle this. So what happened to Ashana is up to you because it's a disagreement and you can decide for yourself. And I want to strongly say that has nothing to do with the teachings. Oh, the Emerald Order teachings before that. Understand? And so there's something there. You just have to check it for yourself. And so she's still alive, but she's not public. She doesn't do anything public. It's all membership based. It's all money based. That's another red flag, right? And also all the old teachings are being attacked. They're being deleted. If they're found on YouTube, they get deleted and taken down, and you get your channel, you could lose your channel if you shared some of those old teachings. You decide. And that's all I'm going to say about it, because you can find out more information if you want to. I love Ashiana. I've seen Ashiana in her higher versions up there. I have seen my avatar self. I have seen Ashiana's avatar. You don't have to believe with me or not. I don't care, because to each their own, right? So I say that with love, you guys. I have nothing against her. I love Ashiana. Her service was freaking unbelievable, what she did. And maybe she's still serving the Guardians, and maybe I'm wrong, or maybe all those people else who are wrong about it. I mean, wrong about this shield breaking. Okay? But these teachings are not available publicly anymore, and there was new teachings added, and you have to pay for them. I don't agree with that. That's why this information is copyright, and that's why I don't put them on my site. I can't share them with you. But I can tell you about them. Hey, go check them out. Go check out Kathara. Go check out Sliders. 1 through 11. I say that with respect, because I respect Ashiana. I made videos about her, and I've always talked about her lovingly. And I will continue to talk about her lovingly. And that's up. That's up. You have to be God sovereign free and choose for yourself. You have to connect to your own God spirit inside yourself and check and see. That's all I can say. I can't tell you what to do. I simply, since I'm talking about Christos' avatar, I'm telling you what I chose. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with what went down. And one thing is really, really important to say is there was no public explanation. Still, no word from her point of view. Thank you. So, this spiritual war is real, and no one's, can say that they can't be affected. Because look, when the speakers broke, what the hell, man? So, this is real. And so we have to find our own inner God, our own avatar family. Thank you for those hearts, Holy One. I love you. And you have to find your own truth. And when you study these teachings and you start opening your chakra and start feeling the shields, like Celine is a perfect example. I love you, sister. I don't think you'll be opposed to me saying this. Celine has started learning these teachings. She felt the energies. She felt the experience. These teachings are real, guys. Okay? This is the real ascension mechanics. And you can see your guardian selves. You can connect to your higher consciousness. It's real. I will tell you, as your brother Enuhazi, I truly, on many occasions, have seen these guardians lucidly. And I did see feline cat people too, lucidly. Lucidly means extremely vivid, extremely colorful, extremely like it was real, like you felt the wind, you felt touching, you felt everything. You felt being an avatar. I felt myself being my avatar self. And I made that video, and some of the people walked out on me because I was smoking pot, or I talked about my mushroom experience. They thought that was wrong. And if you guys think I'm wrong if I smoke pot, you can leave. Your will, your choice. So we find our truth, we find our discernment inside, not outside. Okay? And I saw for not only myself, but I saw John the Baptist. I saw Christ. I meant Jesus. I've seen Jeshua. I've seen Ashiana up there. What's up? So, and you guys can too. These teachings are real and they work, and that's the only reason why I committed my life to it. And I am one of those people who are transparent. I will tell you the truth. Why didn't she explain it truthfully and have a posted article on her new website? There should be a letter explaining what happened in 2012. There's not. So I'm just saying that from my point of view, I'm transparent, and I will even tell you when I make a mistake. Like a long time ago at the beginning of my channel, I used to tell you twin flames wasn't real. that it was just a distortion. I apologized, and I had to explain that the teachings, there is soulmates, there is twin flames. The only reason why it becomes a distortion or a confusion was because a lot of the New Age talking about twin flames it's all about romantic. It's all about love and your eternal soul, and it's bullshit. It's not romantic. It's not some idolized concept. That's what they're seeking. They think they need their soulmate and their twin flame. You guys, it helps, but it wasn't. I'm the type of person who will come out and say, "Hey, I made a mistake," and I did. But anyways, that video was on. If you guys are sincerely interested in that video where I talked about meeting my own avatar self, that was 4/20 of 2023. So you can find that video if you want to see it. And that's when some of my moderators walked out on me because they said it was a mushroom experience, so it was bullshit. And you guys, they can say whatever the F they want. I was there, and I was in another place, and I felt it completely, utterly. It was not, there was, and when you reach those levels of yourself, all of us have these levels. When you reach those levels yourself, you will know it 100%. You will feel it. It will be a knowing inside your very being. Not a maybe, not a hope, not a faith. It will be a literal freaking unbelievable. It's hard to, maybe it won't make sense, but it's more real than this reality when you have those experiences. And yes, I say that you should explore cannabis or mushroom. And I will be crucified by other guardian people. But it is that is not meant for you to do all the time. What I'm saying is, I think it's important to witness those parts of yourself, even if it's once in your life. Even once in your life, you will see some incredible... Why do you think people travel across the world to take ayahuasca? With a legitimate, sacred place. I was in it's actually called the Sacred Valley of Peru. And it was sacred. It changed my life because I explored consciousness, because I explored medicine, because I wouldn't see that stuff without what? Okay? Now, I will always leave the caveat, hey, it doesn't help you ascend. That was never my message. Back then and now. You don't ascend through taking medicine. You're meant to naturally be able to do that without any drugs. People call them drugs. Herb is growing from the earth. Just like the plants produce fruits. And the fruits, if they're not plucked, they drop to the ground. It's offered by earth. Cannabis is an herb that's offered by earth. It's not synthetic. It's not created like LSD. It's not created in a lab. It's not synthesized. The earth generated this medicine that has specific properties that boost your chakra for a little while. And once again, you're not meant to stay in that state. You're meant to learn how to go through the hard work of these ascension teachings. It takes a lot of work to bioregenerate your DNA. It's not easy. You don't rely on crutches. That's not my message, so let's get that straight. So I always recommend that people do explore it, though. And you don't have to agree with me. And you can leave some nasty comments, and let's see how unchristed you are. Let's see how anti-unity consciousness you are, Because you get a lot of lip service to Christ. You get a lot of people saying they're Christ consciousness, but they don't speak it. What's up? I see you. With love, with omni love, Vatos. That's Anuhazi message. That's your brother Davian's message. So, do with what you want. I still say, hey, you gotta work your ass off and go through Cathara, work your ass off, homie, brothers, sisters, and learn Slider's Ascension. If you want to go check out Ashiana's new work, go ahead. Blessings to you and your discernment. I don't know how fairly more you could be. I'm fair to that camp and to all the camps. I speak it, I say it, I stand in my light. I stand in Christ consciousness and unity consciousness. I'm not perfect. And would an arrogant, prideful person tell you that? No, they'll think that's weakness. I will tell you, I am not perfect. I will tell you, I'm not even a master. Okay? And I will even redirect people, hey, if I can't answer your question, like just recently, someone asked me about, it wasn't suicide, no, bisexuality or homosexuality. Okay? I don't have enough information in my own, because you know how much, I just listed a bunch of workshops. Okay? I haven't watched them all. I haven't learned them all. I don't know all these topics. I didn't know how to answer this person when they asked me this question. What does homosexuality do? Well, part of the answer I gave them, because I even made that disclaimer, I don't know exactly, but I can tell you that homosexuality, why does the divine creation create soulmates? The Guardians call soulmates and twin flames gender twins. Gender, male, female, magnetic, electric, combine, unite. Electric? What's that? Magnetic? What's that? That's not union. You will find opposites, parallels in everything in creation, not just human gender. You're meant to combine, electric combines with magnetic, naturally. What is, take that into consideration. Look at that topic, that concept from an energy standpoint. And also realize the teaching, the understanding that there's no gender beyond a certain level of, let me show you in the diagram. Okay, because some people think that's so important or whatever. Okay. God is not a boy or a girl. Okay? Oh, wait. Holy shit. My mouse doesn't work either? What the crap? What the shit? My mouse doesn't work either, man. I don't know what's up with this. I can't even zoom in. I don't know what's up. Oh, wait. What the hell? My keyboard's working now? No, it's not working. I don't know what's up. I'll have to reboot my computer. But I was going to show you density 3, which is right here, density 3. See, we're on Earth, right? In density 3, there's no longer gender. There's no longer bodies. I can't. There's some error, you guys. I can't show it to you, right? But some of you can get the idea of what I'm saying. There is carbon matter. You have gender in carbon matter. In carbon crystal, you still have some gender. Not our races, though. Some races are already androgynous. But in the human Templar, in the human template, you still have gender in density 2. In density 3, you don't have a body. You don't have a penis or a vagina. Sorry to be crude, but that's what gender is. It's two opposing, not opposing, but it's parts of a whole. Gender is only a temporary experience until you no longer have a body. You no longer have gender. You no longer have the male-female idea. You can disagree with that. You don't have to agree. I've heard Ashana say herself, by the time you get to density 3, you don't have a body. So why is God a boy? We're talking about the creator God. Why do you think God is a boy or a girl? Because you don't take into account matter, density matter. Oh, you'll talk about other levels of your consciousness, but you're not talking about levels of your body. There's different levels of the body until there is no more body. And by the, then you're in liquid light. Then you're in the antimatter, and then you leave all manifestation. And you're in the internal collectives of consciousness. This is just pure consciousness. God, creator, originally has no form, no body, only in the perceptions, and it's only a perception. In the hologram, you perceive as being physical a little bit or a lot. Real dense and heavy in carbon matter, or very light in etheric matter, until you get into liquid light and beyond. So hopefully that helped. Sorry about my keyboard and mouse. I don't know what the hell's up. Tracy Joe Hill, not anyone's fault. It's just part of the game. We got to work together by communication. Communicating different scenarios. The weirdest you can imagine, too. Thank you, Tracy. Helena. Whoa. My mouse is doing weird shit, dude. I gotta be very careful what I do with this. Yeah, I ordered a keyboard, you guys. But it was supposed to be delivered today to replace this keyboard. And it didn't come today. UPS delayed it to the 31st. That's frustrating. 3D can be frustrating. But yeah, you guys. We are spirit. You said it, Indigo Vato. Yeah, I won't remove little alien, but I will add another moderator. So we'll talk about that with Celine and Indigo and Starman, but there's possibly a new moderator coming up. Actunify. I think I answered your question, hopefully. Could homosexuality be explained by resonance? And there could be some teaching I'm not aware of, right? But I'm just saying from those points, that I just said that a little while ago. I couldn't answer that guy completely. I just could only answer from these other concepts. And you guys, when you start developing enough codes, you're getting all these codes from learning the Emerald Order teachings, you start to get your own, like you start to figure out truth. Like, let's say you can't find it in the teachings, but you can feel it. There you go. You will feel and resonate with truth, especially when you get the law of one. If you guys can get over that and understand that all are God, even criminals, even bad people, even bad beings, even the fallen angels are part of God. If you can understand truly what the definition of law of one is, all parts of God are all God, not some parts. If you can get that truth inside your being and see everything around you as God, well, you're going to find a whole bunch of truth naturally, organically, even though we're in a distortion field. We're in a distortion field. We're distorted. And it's not natural. But we reclaim our chakra, we rebuild our Merkaba fields, we reach our higher levels of our consciousness inside ourselves. We're not channeling ourselves. We're not channeling Christ or God. We're finding God within. And then we reclaim ourselves, our energies, our heritage, our memories, our codes. Eventually you'll be resonating like this holy avatar beings, man. We'll be beacons of truth, beacons of light. We'll be bringing in so much code, man. All those black holes will be absorbed by the white holes. It's a matter of, like our brother said, resonance. It's a matter of frequency, vibration. So, and I want to leave a disclaimer because I'm sure I'm going to get some hurt people or pissed off people. I have nothing against homosexuality. I'm not one. I'm heterosexual. I love the female form. Only girls for me. But I have no problem with whatever you are. Vatos, it's omni love. I love whatever you are. But I have, when somebody comes to you with a question, and some of them are in some very dark states, you have to be able to, not be affected by that vibration. That goes for anything, you guys. We can go to the grocery store and pick up attachments to our fields. You're a beacon of light. You're representing unity and the Christos. Well, other beings feed off of that kind of energy. They seek that energy. They ask for help from that energy. They ask for healing and guidance from that energy. It doesn't mean you have to guide someone, lead someone, hold someone's hand. A lot of people demand that of me or ask that of me. You guys, I'm not being unloving. I just have to say that I am a content creator. I am a blog. I'm a publisher. I'm not a counselor. I don't have time to be holding your hand and helping you reach your Christ consciousness for you. No one is meant to do that. Now, maybe someone else has done that, and now they can give full time to you, to your questions and to your, whatever, guidance. That is not my job. That is not my duty. I am here to create the content, and I literally do it 24. It's like 24/7. Whenever I'm awake. Okay, if I have 300,000 plus subscribers. If I have to answer and help every single person, there's no way I could do what I'm doing. It's just no way. I found that out last year. I tried. I offered a one-on-one service before. There's no way. I found out real quick I could not do that and still do my other job. I would love to, and maybe some people can. I can't. Don't hold it against me. Don't hate on me and say you're. I've been accused of it. Oh, you're false. You're not really unity consciousness. What's up, Vato brother, sister? Okay, you're now projecting on me. Now you're sending me vampiric energy. Okay, so but hey, as a guardian, you guys can expect that. You can expect people to leech on you. And you don't have to accept or allow that in your fields. You want pure fields. They want to dump on you. I'm not a dumping ground. I don't want to hear all your horror stories, dark energy stories, and yeah, I don't need to. I'm trying to, So there's times where you guys keep your distance. There's times where you place boundaries, and it's not unloving, but they will claim so. The one in their distorted state will claim that. They're coming from a space of vampirism. Okay? And that's just the hardcore truth. There's even in the Emerald Order teachings, and I think it's introduced in Cathara, there's soft love and there's hard love. Okay? Let me show it real quick. Oh, I can't find nothing without my keyboard. Well, maybe I can scroll. What the hell? I'm getting weird messages. I'm going to scroll and find it because I can't do a search. Well, first of all, oh my gosh. These are the 12 attitudes of mastery. These are the Christos. You know how we say false creeds? These are the Christos creeds. Love. Recognition of the truth of the all-oneness. Grace. Allowing the all-oneness to be what it is regardless of whether it suits you. Living perpetual forgiveness. gratitude, appreciating the all oneness. You notice how it's about unity? Knowing your aliveness, reverent respect, acknowledging and giving the all oneness. This is in Cathara PDF page 15. Responsibility, co-creating with serving and being able to respond to the all oneness. Trust, knowing the power and love of the all oneness. Accountability, being in state of truth with the all oneness. Impeccability, we're almost done. Upholding and protecting the all oneness. Mindfulness, loving, nurturing, and being attentive to the all oneness. I got to make a video about this. Fearlessness, recognizing the eternal, infinite nature and unconditional love of the all oneness. You see, I would say that's the opposite of fear, being fearlessness. 11, engaged detachment. There we go. Boundaries, permitting the all oneness to be without assigning critique, condemnation, or value judgment, understanding the isness of and validating the all oneness. Joy, choosing to be the embodied all oneness. That's our creed, Vato Locos. This is our path. This is what we speak. This is what we think. I wasn't trying to get to that. I was trying to get to love, though, but I saw that. Whoa. It's not letting me do what I wanted to. 12 responsibilities of mastery. And I won't read it all because it's long, but it's self-actualization, self-sovereignty. There we go. Self-sovereignty. I haven't read it yet, but realizing you're sovereign and, and that you don't need other people to leech on you. You're sovereign. And religion says you're not sovereign. Only God is sovereign. You see what I'm saying? But in our teachings, we are God. We are sovereign. Freedom from the need for approval from or need to rebel against any form of external authority through understanding that you, as a manifestation of the God Spirit, have the ability to create personal freedom. You guys, you know how in churches they'll quote scripture. I'm quoting Emerald Covenant now. And I even give you the page number. Self-containment. My mouse isn't working. Self-discipline. Self-love. Spiritual integrity. Appreciation. These are our characteristics. These are our creeds, homies. And it teaches you, there's lots of text about it in Cathara. It's patience, kindness, conservation, cooperation, diplomacy, sense. I still haven't found the love part. Oh, I just saw a verse I haven't said in a while. This is the Orion Psalm, the Song of Orion. And it goes Om E Da E Patum A. Om E Da. This is the Anuhazi language, the Lyran language. Patum A. I can say it when I sing it. Om E Da E Patum A. Om E Da E Patum A. Patum A E Deta E Kumna. Om E Da E Patum A. Treti La I Derna. Treti La I Derna. Derma E Kenta E Kumna. Om E Da I Patum A. I'm sorry, that became emotional. And that's part of I put that in the membership area, so you'll have that available to you. It's called the Song of Orion, Areya Kum Noare. And you guys, when we talk about codes, one of the codes is learning the Anuhazi songs and memorizing them, and wherever you are, you can start practicing and running it. running this energy, running this code, running this memory, running this identity within yourself. Also part of Cathara. I still haven't gotten to the love, baby. Where's the love, baby? Primal substance. I'm learning holographic galactics. You're learning about the galactics, scalar waves, morphogenic fields, dimensions, frequency bands, vibration, oscillation. This is what you learn in the Emerald Order. Primal order of manifestation templates. Dimensional structure. It's a spiritual science, homie. I can't find it. I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to find it, but it's in there. I was going to talk about tough love. There's soft love, tough love, and there's omni love. You'll learn about omni love in Cathara. Machiwa. Maybe everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. Whatever my keyboard happened, it's been giving me problems. So that's why I ordered a new one, and apparently that didn't come right away. How you guys doing, Vato Locos? $11.11, blessings, beautiful. Sarah Holder, 11.11. Wow, I claim that. I claim that. Thank you, Vato, sister, brothers. Vatos of light, sisters of light, brothers of light. You said Stardust Goddess, sending omnicrystal's love, baby. Yeah. And think about that, you guys. Think about you living your life in omni love, and then you find your soulmate or twin flame, and they're living in omni love, and that coming together, baby. Man, that would be a force for the light, for sure. Oh, you're powerful on your own, but according to, I've heard Ashana say herself, if you're with your twin flame or soulmate, because they're two different things that you go through. You're going to go through soulmates. You're going to go through twin flames. You become more boosted in your own fields. That's like cheating and not really. that gives you a edge or a bonus. That gives you an incentive to find your soulmate, twin flame. Machiwa. You said it. You're trying to wake up your boo. Your mommy, your poppy, I want my mommy, M-A-M-I, I'm Latino, part Latino. My mommy soulmate. Where's my mommy love? You know, you guys, we complete each other. Magnetism, electric. It's a natural, organic thing. Okay? We're meant to find our gender twin. That's why I answered that person the way I did. You know, you find your gender twin. You will not find a better arrangement than electromagnetism, magnetic with the electric. And think about it. That's all you. You're the male and the female of the twin flame. You're the union of that. You're the male and the female union. A natural, organic, spiritual evolution. That is part of your ascension. Just like part of our ascension is bringing our parallel self together. That's how you ascend, because you do your work and ascend, your parallel does it, and you create the union and move upward into your new body, your new consciousness. And as explained by Yasha, you also are doing the same thing with your twin flame. And maybe it's not this lifetime. It's also said in the teachings that you don't always meet your twin flame or soulmate. It's really in the, because think about it. If you live, your immediate soul family is 12 incarnations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you're going to live male, female. That's a twin flame or soulmate. Then you're going to live, that's 2. Male, female, that's 4 incarnations. Male, female, 6 incarnations. Male, female, 8 incarnations, not 10, 12. You're going to live male, female, male, female. You're going to be magnetic, electric, magnetic, electric, magnetic, electric, magnetic, electric. How do you see that happening with magnetic, magnetic? You're not serving it yourself. You're not serving your soul. I'm not saying you're bad or wrong, right? And so, and maybe there's circumstances where you're going to be a lesbian or whatever. So there we go. It's a spiritual, energetic thing. And so, actually, you guys, I bet you the answer is in, there's a Guardian workshop called the Sacred Sexuality, or Sacred, let me see. Let me check. I have some of those windows open, so I thought I had it open. What? I can still find this. I know where it's at. 1 second, you guys. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I guess I... Oh, wow. Okay, I figured it out. I guess, let me see. This is in 2006. Sacred Sexuality and the Art of Divine Relationship. I have not learned that. I haven't been with a partner, so I haven't learned that. But it doesn't mean I don't have to learn it, but I have never reached that workshop. But I bet you for sure that answers all those questions about bisexuality, homosexuality, and heterosexuality. Okay? There is a sacred sex. One day, maybe I'll talk about that, but right now I'm talking about the aliens and ETs and fallen angels first. But okay, but you don't have to wait on me. You can find that. And there's actually part 1, part 2, and part 3. It's a big deal, apparently. Sacred sex, vatos. And the art of divine relationship. There's a divine way of doing things. Just saying. There's also something that even I've heard Lisa Renee talk about, the sexual misery program, where you're going to get distortions in sex and sexual relationships. Distortions versus divine relationship. I'm just saying, right? Think about it from an energy point of view, or like our brother said, a resonance point of view. So I naturally gravitate to females. I would love to find my female princess, or I meant to say Lemurian princess, whatever princess, Starseed princess. I'm 53, but I'm once I heal my body like I'm supposed to, because I'm not perfect. I am, I've told you that. I will eventually be ready for that. I'm not ready for that. I need to fix myself, heal myself. I'm not ready to kick the bucket. I'm not done. And I could make myself back to being physique and electric, like a male supposed to be. I know how to. It's just that, there is something to beauty in magnetism. There is something to strength and electrical, like this male point of view. But we're supposed to, as you can see from the soulmates and the twin flames, we're meant to balance that. We're meant to unify that within ourselves. You will have feminine, or it would be better to say magnetic and electric properties or characteristics. We're meant to merge those together, you guys. So, in that male-female lifetimes, you were once a female and then you incarnated as a male. Maybe were some of the, that's not the Guardian. I'm just saying for my own, on the spot live, I'm saying maybe that's part of the people confused about sexuality. I don't know. But you got to understand, not all of us are humans down here. Just like I mentioned the Nephilim, they look human, but they're not. They're part human. That doesn't make them human. That makes them a hybrid for the fallen angel. That's what that makes them. So you're going to have all kinds of sexual misery programs. You're going to have all kinds of distortions attacking your divine relationships. Right? They don't want you to be human. They want you to be trans something. Not completely human. You get it? That's part of the phantom ideas and concepts. And just know that it's not a matter of opinion, that there is divine order. There is the original form. It's called the divine blueprint. There is God's original intention. You can say, oh, it's everyone makes their own ideas, their own opinions. Hello. First of all, we're all God, and God does have a preference. And it's omni love, baby. What's up? I love you guys. This has been a good live. And I didn't smoke pot, and I didn't take any drugs. What's up? Just a natural organic flow, homie. I only say that because I got people judging me, and let them. Does it look like you're ruining my life? Am I cowering in your judgment? You see, we stand in our light, in our integrity. We practice those 12 attitudes of mastery that I just mentioned today. We are working our Christ consciousness. We are developing our unity and loving. I'm loving unconditionally. I love you unconditionally. You can actually attack me mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever. I still love you. And if you're one of those vampires, it doesn't mean I'm hanging out and spending time with you. You're the type of energy I'll put boundaries on. I will hang out with my Starseed brothers and sisters, yeah, who are also encouraging and bringing in their piece of unity. All right? They're speaking, not lip service. They're actually speaking from the heart, from the mind of Christos. You know? That's the type of families, the friends I want to surround myself with. It's been a good, productive live. I am happy naturally, and I'm excited. I have issues within myself I need to take care of, but I can still be experiencing joy. You can too, homies. And I know some of you, you're so used to asking others for advice, asking others for help. Did you know that these teachings teach you to look within? You have everything you need inside. As a matter of fact, you don't have to agree with everything I say, but maybe there's something here you do agree with, and maybe that's why you're coming back. You don't have to agree with everything, and you can actually peacefully agree to disagree on something and still be friends. I can still be your friend, even if you're a Christian, a Buddhist, or a Hindu, or Islam, or whatever. We can still get along, even if our gods, descriptions are different. From our point of view, unity point of view, we accept whatever you are. We came here to help heal the distortions, but not offer it as dogma. It's not this. It's about grace. It's about honoring you, whatever you believe. And just as the tree offers the vegetable, or the earth, or the fruit, or the earth offers the vegetable, it's an offering. You don't have to take it. You can go murder and eat the cow. Get your beef on. Get your pig on. Bacon or whatever. Or you can go what was offered. This teaching is offered. It's not saying you must do it. So, I love you. Unconditionally. Recognize that within yourself and within all others. I'm going to finish this live up, you guys. I'll probably eat my alkaline vegan food. Sometimes I'm a bad boy. Ow! I'm a bad boy and I'll eat a chip or a cracker. I'm horrible. I'm sorry. Maybe you don't want to marry me now. I'm not perfect. And I do fall off the vegan wagon. No, I don't eat meat. What I mean is I will eat some shit. I'll eat a piece of chocolate. I'm going to go to hell? You're going to the lake of fire. Because you're saying you're God. You're not God. God's going to punish you forever and ever. I ate chocolate. I'm sorry. It wasn't dark chocolate either. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I loved it. It was good, baby. I'll go back to my vegan food. I will not eat meat. I'll try not to. If I do, I'm not condemned to hell. Shit. You guys understand yet? What is unity? What is non-judgment? Do you know what that is yet? Come on, baby. What's up, brother? What's up, Siri? Give me a hug. That wasn't a real hug. Show me your smile. A real smile. A genuine, organic smile, baby. I don't care if your teeth are rotted out. I want to see the chihuahua. I want to feel your joy. Come on, man. You got it inside of you. What's up? You got this distortions, but there's a piece of God in you, homie. There's a piece of the Christos. You have Christ in there somewhere. Bring it. Stand in it. Speak it. Think it. And you will transform, called spiritual ascension. Bioregenerate your DNA. Learn Kathara. Learn Slider's ascension. What's up? I love you guys. Celine, Stardust, Cosmic Dan. That's right. The new Earth is the positive timeline. You want to go to the new Earth, not the fallen Earth. What's up? It's a choice. What choice are you making? Right? Jules 111. I reclaim that. I claim it. Yeah, baby. You guys are awesome. Peace. 3-day water fast. Wow. I've done a few of those. Congratulations, Vato Loco. Awesome. And that's what we can do. We can encourage each other. We can cheer each other. I cheer your 3-day fast. I honor all of you who are learning how to self-heal without doctors, without hospitals. Hello, that's part of your domination, destruction. You want to be your own doctor, your own guru, your own source of inspiration, your own source of knowledge. Okay? It's an important thing, you guys. That's just, there is something wicked in the medical mafia industry. That is part of taking the human down, distorting the human. What's up? Heal yourself with vibrant, delicious. They are delicious. Maybe you're used to junk food and it's not delicious to eat a bell pepper or a tomato or a cucumber. You can use seasonings. I recommend the alkaline diet. It's all about veggies, homie. It goes beyond the vegetarian. Vegetarian ain't the shit. You got to go farther. You got to go more hardcore. Vegan means you're not only vegetarian, but you're also not doing dairy. That's still coming from the imprisoned animals, the imprisoned cows, suffering in those cages. Fruits and vegetables are offered. Here, take this ripe peach. Eat this banana. Here, it's given to you. I love you. Peace, vatos in Christ. I'll see you on the flip-flop. Watch the videos. I got lots of videos coming out. What's up? Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Blessings to you, holy ones. Machua.